So you're probably here after watching that vlog about rubies, right? It popped up in your feed all of a sudden and you were like, fear not, you aren't the only one with that reaction, and frankly enough, it's been a long time since we've been having those reactions on repeat. But anyways, that was sort of a complicated video, don't you agree? Well, in response, there were a bunch of different videos from different tanky YouTubers explaining that one vlog, and it's basically how rubies work and how they're gonna change the game and all of that stuff. But let's get to the important stuff. Rubies, are they good or are they bad? Now, let's start off with rubies in general. What are they? A new currency. We all know that. But why are they being introduced when we already have crystals and tankoins? Well, to answer that question, I got my laptop, I got a pen, I got a notebook, I opened the vlog, watched the video, and made notes like I was sitting in some sort of classroom. And what I've come to conclude, this literally happened by the way, what I've come to conclude from all this is rubies are being added to the game for one main reason. There's just one reason, everything else comes under that one reason. So stay with me because this still kind of gets complicated, but I'll try to make it as simple as possible. What's important to understand first of all is that Tanki Online in the vlog itself mentioned that this currency is being added for their ease, not ours, which means that this won't affect gameplay in any way. It won't affect the whole difference of non-buyers and buyers. All of that stuff is completely unrelated to this, right? What happens basically is that right now there are two currencies in the game. Crystals are very common and they aren't really related to all this, so let's just leave that aside for the moment. Now, tank coins. They are basically quote unquote the special currency of the game, which is basically something that's really hard to earn under normal circumstances. Like, you can easily get them by purchasing them for real money, of course, but if you're a free to play player, then you'll have to complete missions constantly and do challenges. And like, basically, for example, if you want to purchase a battle pass, first you need to play for about 3 months constantly just to get that amount of tank coins, right? So that's the special currency. Now in most games what happens is that special currency exists in two different forms. Either it's hard currency or it's premium currency. Now hard currency is basically anything that you can earn by actually playing the game, right? Like, for example, you completed missions or did challenges or participated in some sort of event, all of that stuff, that comes under hard currency. But the premium currency is currency that you can not get by doing anything inside the game. The only way to obtain premium currency is by actually using real money in the game, right? You exchange real money for in-game money. So that's your virtual wallet as it's called in the vlog. Now the thing is, right now in Tanki Online, Tankoins are acting both as a hard currency and a premium currency. So what Tanki wants is that they want two different currencies, one that specifically shows that this is what was earned by actually completing missions and completing challenges, or two, this is the certain currency that has been exchanged for real money, right? So the one that will be there in exchange for real money will be tank coins, and the other one, the hard currency, is going to be the rubies, and then the crystals of course are going to be same as always. Now the thing here is that tank coins can be converted to rubies, so like it's basically the exact same thing as before. Like, rubies will completely replace tank coins and tank coins will basically become something that only buyers have. For example, if I have like 600 tank coins in my account right now, they will just be turned into 600 rubies by conversion, and that's some sort of system that they have as well. But after that, as a non-buyer, I won't be able to earn tank coins in the game at all. Like, my tank coins will virtually be empty because tank coins serve no purpose after this except for the fact that it shows that I am using actual money in the game, right? So let's say for example that I am a buyer and I need 1,000 rubies for something. Now I need 1,000 rubies, but I have, let's say, about 900 and I need 100 rubies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my actual credit card and I'm gonna get 100 worth of tank coins from real money. Then I'm gonna use that conversion system to change those 100 tank coins into 100 rubies. Then 900 plus 100, I have a total of 1000 rubies, and those rubies I'll use for whatever purpose that I needed. So basically, tank coins simply are there for the sake of showing that you are an actual buyer that uses actual money and converts it into in-game currency. Rubies are basically A, for the buyers that convert Tankoins into rubies, and two, to show that it's something that you can earn by completing missions and all of that different stuff. And one more thing that I want to mention that I kind of like for once is that Tanki Online is actually adding a way for us to earn this hard currency as in rubies. So the mega gold is basically going to be changed into ruby gold. Now people are kind of confused over this concept of this mega gold being replaced with the ruby gold, but to make it really simple, rubies are basically serving the same purpose in the game as tank coins, right? So essentially, it's like they replace the mega golds with something that gives you tank coins, but instead of tank coins, it's rubies. So it's basically something that balances the game a bit more because the non-buyers or the people that don't buy as much have a better chance at like doing stuff that's usually just pay to win. For example, if I earned like 150 rubies in a month by playing free to play, then if I catch a few mega golds, then that could be about 200 or 250, which is something that essentially balances the game a bit more because the people that don't buy get a bit more opportunity to be able to make stuff that they own more competitive, like getting more, let's say, opportunities at getting event passes, and those event passes lead to some skins or some augments that are usually rare. So yeah, that as a whole is something that's good. So now here's the $1,000,000 question that you've all been waiting for. Rubies, are they good or bad? Well, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter.
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
I'm sorry if this is a disappointing answer because rubies don't really affect the game. They affect how the developers see the game, so it doesn't really matter a lot for us, but it's actually good. The reason it's good is because they're adding the ruby golds, which means it makes the game more balanced. And like all the things I said earlier, it makes the game more balanced and everyone gets a fairer chance at things. So, conclusively speaking, ruby golds being added makes this entire equation as a good thing, but rubies as like a currency, they really don't make much of a difference, but they could be kind of bad in a way that, for example, if you're a new player, then three currencies in the game would kind of make it complicated for you. But that's just something that you learn over time. So I don't really think it's bad. It's something that is either like neutral or a little better than just being neutral because it's ultimately making the game more balanced, which is far from being perfectly balanced, but oh well, a little is better than nothing, right? And one more thing, if anyone watching this plays PUBG, then this will be really easy for you to understand. You know how you can't earn UC in the game and the only way for you to obtain it is by using actual money? Yeah, that's basically the same thing. They're basically turning tank coins into something that can only be obtained with real money. And then you know how there's silver and AG in the game. That's something that you earn by actually working hard. And then there's BP, which is the equivalent of crystals. That's basically the economy that Tanki Online is trying to maintain right now. So yeah, that's how it works. If you like this video, then like it. If you want more videos like this, then subscribe. And tell me what you think about all this in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.